everyone, Renee here, and today I wanted to show you an idea I had for these flower tags. Now, when I have a tag that has a picture on it, I don't want to cover the picture up, and normally when I do a tag, I'm making the focus element on the tag, but these, you print them and it's already there. So I will add a few other elements to them, but I wanted something more. And so I sat down today and came up with this secret hiding tag. I'm sure it's not a new idea. I'm sure lots of people have done it before. But I'll show you what I did. And we'll go from there. So I've printed one of these decorative papers from the new Digies. I'll pop a link in the description box if you'd like to take a look. And I'm just going to start by cutting the white end off. Like that. And I need to score a line that is only slightly wider than this flower tag. So let's make sure we're going to line it up and in a touch. So about there, I'm just going to score a line. And then I'm just going to fold it over. Hello, Puggy. Hello, Puggy. You here to block the camera? You gonna sit off to the side? You sit over there. Alright, then using the edge as a guide, I'm going to trim the excess off. Like that. Alright, so now I have this long thin piece that's just a little bit wider than the flower tag. So next I'm going to trim off the white on this end. Like this. Using a tag to help me for my measurements, I need to leave a gap at the bottom for gluing, about there, and then a gap at the top also for gluing, but also for the tag shape. So let's say 2 centimetres. Probably say 2.5 centimetres to be safe. We can always trim more off later. So I'm just going to put a little mark there. And I'm going to put a little mark there because I don't want to go any lower than that. I've only put the tiniest little mark because I'll be trimming that bit off. Next, I'm just going to chop that bit off on the top. That first mark we made. Like that. And then I'm going to get some glue, this glue, and double checking that I gave myself a gap. Yes, I did. I'm going to glue from roughly this mark here across and all of this space in between, and a line down the bottom like this, and fold it over. Using one of the tags, I'm going to line it up at the top and trim off tag shaped corners like that. So now we have a side pocket tag. I'll take a moment to just ink all this. I'll ink all these edges on these tags as well, and I'll do that off camera so you don't have to be bored with that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got those inked. However, when I printed these, I printed them on card that I had previously started a print on, so it's got a bit of a mark on the back. So to combat that, I'm going to cover the back with some lined paper, I think. I need to grab that. Alright, I only need 3 tags, so I'm just going to pick which 3 I'm going to use now. So I like the blue one, I like that one, and I like that one. Let's use those. So I'm going to glue one on here. And I'll glue the other 2 on here. So I'll cut them out and ink the edges and be right back. Right, so there's the backs of the tags now. I actually swapped this one out because I damaged the other one by accident by doing my usual put it down on the glue paper face first, and I stuck it to the paper. So that one's been swapped out. And, excuse me, Puggy. Next, I want to get some of these page tabs. Now, these are from the Bits and Pieces Digi, and I'll pop a link to that below. And I need 3 of them. So and I'm just using the little ones. Little ones. 1, 2, and 3 little ones. Again, they need inking. Alright, they're all inked now. I'll fold them over. Ready to attach. Like that, and then I'll get my tags. So I need the tabs on this side of the tag. So I'll put this one in the middle here. Glue. And I'm going to attach that here. Like that. Next, this one. I'm going to line the tags up to help me decide where I want the tab, because I want it to be above the other one. About there. I'll just use a pen to mark a dot in the centre of where I'm going to glue it, so I can get it roughly back in the same spot. Bit of glue on the whole thing. And press that there, like that. So now I've got 2, and I want to put the third one below with the same amount of gaps. So putting everything on top of each other, make sure that's up the right way. Yep. Right. Making sure it's got around about the same amount of gap. I'm going to put a little, oops. Line that up. Going to put a little mark in the middle where that one's got to go. Glue everywhere again. And about there-ish. Put those all together. And they're all roughly about the same gap. I think I got that one a little closer, but I don't think it matters in the long run. Now, I want to put a little word on my tabs, or a little number. I have, where is it? This box over here has some of the little numbers or little words from the same set. I think we might, well, this one, they're flowers, so let's use this botanical themed one. Let's do, where's scissors? Let's do butterflies, flowers, and field notes. Alright, I need to give those a little bit of an ink around the edge. Alright, so let's glue those on. So I'm going to do flowers on this blue one. Glue stick's probably fine for this job. Flowers like that. I'm going to do butterflies on this one and field notes on the last one. Alright, need a little ink on the edge of those tabs there, like that. And now I want to decorate them a little more without covering the pattern. So on this butterflies one, I might put a butterfly or two. See if I can find a colour I like to go with it. I like that one. Right. Bit of glue all over. Pop it here in this sort of blank area. And perhaps a word or something. Where's my word tray? Right. I don't want to disturb Pokey, so I'll make some room on the other side for this. So, having a look at the words, or maybe we want, got some little bits I've cut out from the new correspondence Digi. Some of these might work. Something like that. I think I like that one there. Bit of glue. Like that. And maybe one of these. I think each one of these can have a number. I'm going to do number 1, 2 and 3. Alright, so butterflies can be number 1. Down in this corner like that, I think. Right. Always working in a 3 by 3 inch space. If it's not mess, it's cats, right? Alright, I'll pop that one aside. So let's do field notes next. We'll use, maybe this signature here is cute. I like that up the top there. Let's do that. Right there. And our number 2 down the bottom. Like that. Some muck on it. Right, I think that'll do for that one. And then flowers last. Let's put a number 3 on it. And that green number, I'm just going to chop that off there. I'll have that, thanks. Alright. That could go sort of there. Alright, so I'm happy with those now. 1, 2, 3. So next is this, what we've been making to put these in. So let's put them in. Number 3, open my part, push number 3 in. Push number 2 in. And number 1 in. Alright, so they little poke out there, which is cute. Alright, I'm going to put this over here again, out of the way. So next I'm going to decorate this front part. Now I'm going to use one of these little washi strips that came with the decorative papers. I think I will use this brownish one here. Okay, a little bit of ink, what is going to be on the inside edge. Although I might end up covering it, but just in case I don't, a little bit of ink on the inside edge. And I'm going to run that down this side of the tag. So, a bit of glue paper and a glue. Sorry, Pokey. Now just pop that there right against the edge. And then I'm going to trim it out. Like that. And ink. Alright, I think I might like piece of the faux sewing. So pick something that will stand out but look nice. Maybe this lightish tan colour. Let's give that a try, see what we think. So I want this zigzaggy one here. Now this paper doesn't always like tearing in this orientation. Don't know why. Good enough. So let's take a look. Yep, I like it. Let's ink the edges. Alright. So glue paper. And that. Trim. Trim and ink. Alright, it's coming together nicely. So I want some kind of little front decoration. I'm thinking butterfly, because I like a butterfly. I'll pilfer through this box off camera so you don't have to see my many attempts to find one I like, and when I've settled on one I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to glue this background piece down completely, probably here where it looks like it gets a bit thin on the faux sewing. Bit more glue required on his wing. Like that. And then this piece, might curl the wings slightly and just glue the middle of his body. Okay, there we go, glue. A little bit in the middle like that. Alright, I like that. But I think it needs maybe some words or something. Let's go back to this tray of correspondence stuff. Alright, I think I've decided on what I want to do. So I'm going to take this little envelope label and ink the edge. Then ink the edge of this little label. And I'm going to glue it onto the envelope label, but I'm going to glue it so it's sort of got the same gap around it all on this side, top and bottom, sort of. And apparently I'm going to put more glue on it. Like that. And then I want to glue it so that it's got, I'm just going to trim that off actually. Trim there. Ink that edge. and glue. Jut this edge up against the edge, and that one can overlap like that. And this little specimen word can go underneath this butterfly here, like that. Alright, lastly I made one of these little charms, and I want to put it on the tag. Now I'm going to use a little offcut of card from a different project in a different colour to punch out. Messing. Right, first I'm going to put little holes in a couple of places like that. Then I'm going to use this tiny little circle punch, centralise my hole and punch that out to make myself a little reinforcement ring. Like that. So now I have 2 little reinforcement rings. Okay, I'm going to put a hole in the top centre of this tag. There. And then glue these on. Just lining the hole up, front and back. You could decorate the back of this tag too if you want, but I'm going to leave this one plain so you can see the pretty paper. Alright, so there we have a little reinforcement ring and this little tag, and I think I'll use a little bit of this twine rub the ends together to make it pointy. You're done sleeping, Puggy? Yeah, I know. I know. Alright, I'm going to push it through the hole in my little charm. Yes, in a second. Almost done. And then re-twist it a bit. And I should wait for this glue to thoroughly dry, but I'll try and do it now, being gentle. Yep. Put it through like that. And back through itself, like that. So, there I have my little charm on my tag with the little note tag cards inside, the flower tag cards. What is that? A blemish of some description. Anyway, I've had fun making this today with my assistant, my lovely assistant Puggy. I hope you feel inspired to make something like this of your own, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.